welcome to Romantic Picks. I know I hear the long sigh. Summer is over, the long lazy days on the beach are gone. It's been another year before vacation comes around again. Now the fall is upon us. Hectic schedules, kids in school, school activities, sporting activities, congestion brought on by kids going back to school. It's a very hectic time. You're just looking for that escape, and I think I've got one for you. And we're going to be talking about a wonderful author, Jackie Weger, in just a moment. First, I'm going to take the question of the day, and the question about me being an author. Do I use real people as characters in my book? The short answer of that is no. I think in reality what you do is you write about your life and how you interact with people, or what you watch and absorb from people, their mannerisms, the way they react to a certain situation. You take that all in, and that comes out on your pages, but they're not real real people, because I think in fiction it restricts you. If you're trying to write about a real person, it restricts your storyline, and you need imagination, and you need your imagination to be able to write that story. Imagination gives you permission to take the story where it needs to go. So you take everything around you, yes, you do that, and you put that on your pages, and it does influence you. But as for writing about a real person, no. Even my husband, who gets kidded a lot for having a wife that writes romance, they always kid him, and they ask him, is she writing about you? And the answer is, that's kind of a blurry kind of question, because are the heroes my husband? No, they're all different. Their characteristics are different, their flaws are different, they're in different situations, they react one way or the other. No, but is the love I feel for him in every book I write? Yes. And I've made it a point of dedicating all my books to my husband. But as for him being the heroes in every story, no. And then another example I'll give you of why you don't want to write about a real person. My mother, another story about my mother. My first book that I had published was Dreamwalker, and it was about a demon fighter who was able to walk through dreams and fight demons. I made the mistake of naming my heroine after my mother. Somehow or another, my mother assumed that the whole story was about her. She read the blurb, and that she just shut off, and it took her years to tell me, because I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, Mom, how could you think that you were a demon fighting, dream walking woman that I had in my book? But I made the mistake of naming my character after her. And after that, she saw her name and just assumed. So I learned my lesson, like we all do, and I go from there. And no, my characters in my books are not based on real people. They are figments of my imagination and in the world I live in when I'm writing. So onward to the author that we're going to be discussing today, Jackie Weger. Delightful, witty, charming, those are words that I would use to describe Jackie Weger's books. I totally think that she has this natural knack of drawing you into her story and keeping you there and until the very end. Jackie writes contemporary romances. She has wrote on again, off again for 30 years. She wrote for Harlequin for 18 of those years. If I'm not mistaken, she was one of the first, if not the first, to sign for the American and Temptation line out of Harlequin. She has several books that I think that you would really enjoy. One of them, my favorite of the books that she's written, is The House on Persimmon Road. It has this ghost, Lottie, who's hysterical. I mean, hilarious. I love the way that Jackie drew me in on the story, and I totally enjoyed it. She also has this way of making you feel. I think it's talent to make you feel that you're right there, and you feel like you're at that setting. Like in Finding Home, she has a southern setting. Count the Roses is in New Orleans, and she did a wonderful job of making you feel like you're right in New Orleans. The Reluctant Hero is in Alaska. She has The Perfect Destiny, The Perfect Fate. Those books, they all make you feel like you're there at the setting. And I think that has a lot to do with some of the history she gave me on herself when I was talking to her. I found it extremely interesting that one of her favorite places to go was a tiny village in Panama. And there she would do everything that the natives would do. She would harvest mangoes and coffee. She would swim in the river. She would go down to the cantina and practice her salsa dancing. She also took like part-time jobs or a second job when she was down there, and she told me that one time she took a job as help cleaning up in a nightclub. And when the head performer, didn't show up for one of the performances, the owner took the broom out of her hand and gave her this shimmery dress and put her on stage and said, "You go, girl." And she said that was like one of the worst experiences of her life. But just to do it, I can't imagine myself, but I had to laugh at that. But I also thought it was kind of interesting that maybe that she wasn't born to be a live performer, but she has a way of entertaining us with her books that I think that it reflects the kind of person and the author that Jackie is. Like always, I've asked the authors that I am discussing, I asked her to give me something personal to help connect the readers. And this is what she wrote for me. Again, I'm reading this, verbatim here. She says, "I believe one can fall in love in an instant. I think there is something in our psyche that lets it happen, or insists that it happen. I go for it. I write it. My favorite book is The African Queen. I read it every single year over and over. I have two 35-cent copies that are both tattered. I taught myself to write and type at the same time by tearing pages out of books and typing them on an old Royal. I got pretty good at slapping that cartridge back and forth. That miserable machine did not even have an E, but I did learn how to use quotation marks." I think that speaks volumes on Jackie. Personally, I've known Jackie for a few years, and I've looked up and as a person that I can rely on, and I really appreciate her help. And that's what she does for us authors. And she also has this group that she helped form called E-Novel Authors at Work. And you use the initials, and it's a wonderful group of indie authors that we work together to help promote books. And Jackie is the heart and soul of that group. And she has helped us, not just me, but so many others. So go to her website and check that out too. And I recommend any of the books that the authors are there. So I have to say thank you to Jackie for all her help too, because she's a wonderful resource for a lot of people. And as always, look down below, go to my website, check out the links. That'll take you to Jackie's books. It will take you to the e-novel Authors at Work also. And don't forget my giveaway. Giveaway! Because I have this goal of getting 1,000 subscribers. Okay? I'm not there yet. And I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. So my goal of 1,000 subscribers, what I wanted to do was give away an Echo. But I've decided this is what I'm going to do because I want to give away that Echo. If I don't give away this month, I'll keep that going. Okay, we'll give away the tablets, the Fire tablets, and we'll give away the ebooks. And if I don't make that goal of 1,000 subscribers, I will keep it going until I do. So that's my promise to you. I would appreciate anybody that can share and subscribe, and also enter the giveaway. And I hope to see you again next time. Thanks a lot, guys.